Senator Gallagher.
Thank you, Mr Deputy President. I rise to take note of Senator Brandis's answer to Senator Conroy in respect to the well-traversed subject of the broken promise on submarines. And, Mr Deputy President, I just want to put this on the record very early in this contribution. Whether it is Japanese, German or French expertise that is selected by the Commonwealth, there is one fundamental strategic imperative that must accompany this decision. Australia must insist the successful company transfers its design, engineering and shipbuilding capacities in a way that is integral to the Build Through Life Support Program. Strategic, economic and defence considerations all dictate this requirement. Now, Mr Deputy President, we have any number of experts in this field. Any number of experts in this field, whether they be former defence experts, independent experts, head of the Commission of Audit experts, Hans Olaf, former CEO of ASC and fellow of the Adelaide University, who I've just quoted, all saying one fundamental thing, that our defence imperatives and our economic imperatives align with the build in South Australia. And then we see a couple of questions to Senator Birmingham over the last couple of days about the initiatives, very good initiatives, he's making in employment opportunities and training organisations. But the reality is, in South Australia, you cannot walk to the local paper shop, you cannot visit the service station, you can't walk through a shopping centre, visit your friend's house, go to a barbecue without being told, we must build the submarines here. What are you, as my federal MP or representative, doing about that? And fortunately, Mr Deputy President, I can go on at length about what we are trying to do about it. But the other side are in a horrendous position. There is probably 80 or 90% support in the electorate in South Australia for a design, build, sustain of submarines in South Australia. It is so widely held and deeply felt that it is impossible for those on the other side to move anywhere in South Australia without facing that question. And they really do need to get on side and demand that the federal government do what the experts are saying. If we haven't got the design capability or the expertise to design, we haven't got 300 designers on tap, make them come to Australia, set up shop, do it efficiently and do it right here. And it's our defence imperative, our economic imperative and, dare I say it, the electoral imperative of a lot of South Australian Liberal members of Parliament. We do know that the member for Hindmarsh is on side in this. He wants them built in South Australia because he can't move anywhere in Hindmarsh without getting sandbagged on it. And he has wrote to the Prime Minister. And I mean, you just listen to the commentary in South Australia and they're actually trying to find him a safe state seat after he gets belted at the election. We do know that the electorate of Boothby is very vulnerable to a campaign on this. If you look at the actual Xenophon vote, if you want to go down the political length of this, the Xenophon vote was exceptionally high. In the seat of Boothby, it was really, really high. If Senator Xenophon stands a candidate simply on the submarine issue in South Australia, and we have a credible campaign and candidate in South Australia, the seat of Boothby is in play. 8,500 votes need to change. My reading of it when I walk around and visit places, workplaces and social gatherings in South Australia is I've not seen an issue like this before. With the demise of Holden's, the loss of all of those manufacturing jobs there, the impending loss of ASC and the future of that building and manufacturing sector, which is so critical to the add-on small businesses, the add-on small business, whether it's the dry cleaner that gets a bit of work when someone's going to and from the ASC, whether it's the takeaway shops, whether it's the service stations, new houses, all of those things that hang off well-paid, good jobs in manufacturing, and we know what a great multiplier of jobs manufacturing is. This is a really critical issue which needs to be decided earlier rather than later and not be on a Prime Ministerial whim of a deal with his friend, the Japanese Prime Minister. It needs to be a sustainable defence economic imperative, and they should build it in South Australia.
Order, Senator.